Welcome back to the channel, Manchester United fans. Today we've got huge breaking news surrounding the Red Devils and a possible sensational £113 million double transfer swoop that could shake up the summer transfer window. Under interim boss Michael Carrick, Manchester United are enjoying one of their best runs in years, climbing to third in the Premier League and pushing hard for a return to the Champions League. But the big question remains, will Carrick stay permanently, and how big will United go in the transfer market? Reports suggest United are monitoring exciting talents like Brazilian winger Ryan and Wolves midfielder João Gomez, while there are also major updates on midfield targets including Sandro Tonali and Elliot Anderson. Meanwhile, club legend Gary Neville has made a huge statement about captain Bruno Fernandes after his incredible stats and influence this season. Is Fernandes already one of the greatest players in Manchester United's history? Stay tuned because this transfer story is getting bigger, and the summer window could completely transform Manchester United. Manchester United have been linked with a sensational £113 million double transfer move as they prepare for a big summer window. The club is currently enjoying one of its best periods in recent years under interim manager Michael Carrick. Since taking charge until the end of the season, Carrick has guided United to 7 Premier League wins, 1 draw and just 1 defeat, a run that has lifted them to third place in the table. With only a few matches remaining, they are now in a strong position to secure a return to the Champions League. There is still uncertainty over whether Carrick will be given the job permanently, but qualifying for the Champions League would be a huge boost. It would not only strengthen the club's appeal to top players but also help them take the next step forward. Meanwhile, João Gomez is expected to leave his club this summer, especially with relegation concerns surrounding his current team under manager Rob Edwards. This situation has increased interest from several Premier League sides, including Manchester United, who are closely monitoring his availability ahead of the transfer window. Gomez joined Wolves from Flamengo in the summer of 2023 for a fee of £15 million. But since being called up to the Brazil squad following his impressive displays for Wolves, as well as signing a new contract last April, he has been valued at £44 million. That figure may come down in the summer given Wolves' impending relegation. Manchester United are one of the sides showing an interest in signing Bournemouth youngster Ryan after his impressive start to life in the Premier League, according to a report from Team Talk. Ryan has enjoyed an impressive rise since his move to England, making an immediate impact after joining in the January transfer window. The young talent was brought in to replace Antoine Semenyo, who joined Premier League giants Manchester City in the winter. His performances have attracted the interest of clubs in the Premier League and around Europe, which is no surprise considering the levels he's already hitting, while being far from reaching his full potential. Man United eyeing Brazilian wonderkid. According to a report from Team Talk, Manchester United are one of the sides who are monitoring the progress of Bournemouth youngster Ryan. The Red Devils are believed to have been left hugely impressed with the Brazilian winger, who has been on the radar of a host of top clubs, even before his move to England. It's been an impressive start to life at Bournemouth for Ryan, providing 2 goals and an assist since joining in January. Despite being just 19 years old, Carlo Ancelotti handed Ryan his first call-up to the Brazil squad, giving him hope of being on the plane to America for the World Cup. The approval of Ancelotti amplifies the talent that Ryan, described as one of the Premier League's most fearsome attackers, has, and it's no surprise that United are among the clubs showing an interest. Manchester United made some calls. Fabrizio Romano delivers major transfer update. Manchester United have made some calls to be informed on the situation of Newcastle United central midfielder Sandro Tonali, according to Fabrizio Romano. Speaking on his YouTube channel, Fabrizio Romano shared an important update on the future of Sandro Tonali, revealing that the midfielder is attracting strong interest ahead of the summer transfer window. Welcome back, Barca fans. Today we've got huge updates from FC Barcelona, and trust me, you do not want to miss this. First up, Gavi has made his long-awaited return to the pitch after 6 months out, but behind the scenes he faced a serious psychological battle that almost broke him. The young midfielder overcame anxiety, panic and fear of rain jury to step back on the pitch confident and composed. Meanwhile, in Champions League drama, Lamine Yamal calmly converted key penalties against Newcastle United thanks to a clever in-game tactic from entity person, Raphinha, Brazilian footballer, showing the trust and personality growing under Hansi Flick. And in transfer news, Barcelona's plan to sign Julian Alvarez has hit a snag. The Atletico Madrid star is fully committed to Los Calcaneros, leaving Barca to rethink their strategy for replacing Robert Lewandowski. This is a story full of comebacks, tactics and transfer drama. Stay tuned till the end. Barcelona midfield star endured severe psychological battle that almost broke him. Report. Barcelona midfielder Gavi has finally made his long-awaited return to the pitch, but behind that comeback lies a story far more complex than a standard injury recovery. While fans celebrated his return against Sevilla, the true extent of what the young midfielder endured remained largely hidden until now. According to Spanish journalist Xavi Campos, Hat Tip Sport, Gavi's return from injury wasn't just about regaining physical fitness, it was also a battle with a significant mental struggle. A tough road to recovery. After being sidelined for over 6 months, the young midfielder had to face challenges far beyond the usual difficulties of injury rehab. Upon his return, Gavi admitted that this period had been especially taxing. The emotional burden felt heavier than before, particularly because he was dealing with complications in the same knee. Campos explained that the second setback, caused by a meniscus injury, was the hardest phase for Gavi. He revealed it brought the most headaches, the most suffering, and the most anxiety the player had experienced. The psychological challenge. Physically, there were no major complications, and the recovery followed a normal timeline. Medically, everything progressed as expected. However, the real difficulty lay in overcoming the fear of re-injury and rebuilding confidence on the pitch. However, the real challenge, as Campos detailed, was psychological, which was a lingering fear tied to the possibility of re-injury. The thought of suffering another setback began to weigh heavily on the young midfielder, affecting his confidence as he pushed towards full fitness. As the report further explains, the emotional toll began to impact Gavi's mindset. The panic surrounding his future and his ability to return to top form created a difficult period internally. Campos revealed the extent of this struggle, stating, "The panic of not being able to perform at his peak again and the uncertainty about his future caused him weeks of intense anxiety." When he stepped onto the pitch against Sevilla, though, there was a visible difference. This is because he looked composed, confident, and most importantly, free from the mental burden that had followed him for months. Barcelona's Champions League win over Newcastle United highlighted the trust and confidence within FC Barcelona's squad under Hansi Flick. After the match, Flick revealed an interesting detail about penalty taking in high-pressure situations. He doesn't assign a fixed penalty taker. Instead, he allows players on the pitch to decide who feels confident enough to step up. This approach meant that in both legs of the round of 16 tie, it was Lamine Yamal who took the responsibility, and he delivered perfectly. The pattern first appeared at St. James' Park, where a stoppage-time penalty in the first half allowed Barcelona to level the score. The same scenario repeated at the Spotify Camp Nou in the second leg, where Yamal calmly converted another penalty in added time of the first half. In both cases, his composure and confidence under pressure reflected the trust Flick places in his players and showcased Yamal's growing maturity on the big stage. According to a report from Mundo Deportivo, as the tension built, Raphinha initially took charge of the ball, drawing the usual mind games from opposition players, including the stares, the comments, the attempts to create doubt. But in a clever move, he delayed the final action and handed the responsibility to Yamal at the last moment, allowing the youngster to approach the kick with clarity and focus. After the match, Raphinha shed light on that decision, offering insight into Barcelona's in-game dynamics. These days, goalkeepers are always well prepared. It doesn't matter who takes them. But during the game you get a sense of it. It's about the confidence you have that night. And Lamine told me he really wanted to take it. When you see his confidence, you trust him, and it worked out. He took it very well, he explained. The tactic worked for Barcelona as Yamal hardly broke a sweat to convert from the spot.